Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's April 2nd, 2020. I was just listening to an interesting segment on the radio. And this guy by the name of Steve calls in and he's blaming everything on Trump. How the numbers have just soared out of, I'm talking regarding the virus. I don't know. This guy's going 30 miles per hour on the sawmill. That's great. Oh, this is another thing I wanted to bring up too. He might be suffering from it, but hold on one second. Let me finish this one. Anyway, so he's blaming everything on Trump, the whole epidemic, how the numbers are soaring through, that he hasn't done enough, and all this other stuff. And frankly, I don't vote, so I don't give a shit. But if he doesn't want to vote for him, make sure you stand in line. Be the first one there in November. That's great. But you see, Steve is a person that you can never, ever explain to him that it's not anybody's fault. Okay? Especially not his fault. But he'll always hold on to that. He'll never let that go. He's going to spend the rest of his life believing that Trump caused all of this. And that goes true to people who believe in a spinning ball, floating in space. Some people you just never, ever will be able to convince that is not accurate. That we live on a flat plane here, that we're stationary, we're covered with a dome. Space does not exist. The planets don't exist. You've been lied to. Some people you'll just never be able to explain that to, and they'll never understand it. That car that I just passed by, going 30 miles per hour in a 55 mile per hour zone, I was just thinking, when people get sick from this, they're going to exhibit flu-like symptoms, which means they'll feel nausea. They'll feel exactly what the flu causes. So you shouldn't be driving. When I got the flu a couple of years ago, I was like hallucinating. I had like 102.5 temperature. I was feeling lousy. I couldn't drive. So what are the police officers going to do now? Are they going to pull over people under the influence of corona? DWC. That's got to be a new rule now, because they're enforcing all these new rules now. It's remarkable. This is the most perfect disease that I've ever seen in my entire life. Because everybody just bowed down and said, yeah, sure, I'll spend time in my house. I will voluntarily go home, sit in my house, and wait it out. It's perfect. And the government's going to give you money now. So we don't want you complaining about that you're not having any money and you lost your job, because most people have at this point. I mean, I'm surprised I'm still working right now. Actually, you know what? Most people, it's more beneficial for them to just quit their job and just collect unemployment, because they're going to get like $700 a week or something. I mean, what the hell? Anyway, so my philosophy of what's going on. They want you home. They want you home with your family. They're giving you money so you don't riot the streets, because that's basically what everybody would do if no money is coming in and you can't pay any bills, because you still have to pay your bills. And I know nothing about this mortgage relief program, and I don't think the banks are going to fall for that. I really don't. So your mortgage is going to come up, you've got to pay it. That's why, thank God, I'm working. So I don't really know how they're going to work that out, but how much longer can they get away with this? Cuomo comes up, our governor comes up, and starts ranting and raving about what the precautions are to do for this virus. Since when did he become a doctor? I'd like to know that. I thought he was a politician. Now everybody's listening to what he has to say, that everything he says is God. That's great. That's wonderful. But I don't buy it. It's all bullshit. All of this is a lie. They're setting you up for something else. Something is behind this. Okay? And they've got to go, and they've got to do it all the way now. They can't stop. They put 150 countries under lockdown. 150 under lockdown. The whole world's under lockdown. You think they can turn back right now and say, you know what? It wasn't as bad as we thought. I think everything's fine. Go back to work. No, they can't do that right now. No, it's beyond that. We're in the middle of it. And we are going to witness history. And it's going to unravel under your eyes. What's happening after this, I have no idea. Okay? It could be anything. It really could. The virus caught us by surprise. I knew something was coming. This year, I definitely knew something was coming. There's just no doubt. It has to. Too many people are flat earthers now. They've got to put a cap on it. They've got to end it. We're waking too many people up. Too many people are waking up to even the fact that this virus is total bullshit. All the people that I see during the daytime now, they're like, this is such nonsense. I don't see anybody sick. It's like, oh, you know, there's millions of people. Where are they? I've been to 5 different hospitals, and every single one of them they're empty as far as I can see. And also these statistical numbers they come up with. Okay, the physicians have been told pretty much if somebody comes in with any cardiac arrest or a stroke victim or anything like that, and they show any signs of the coronavirus, and they die, guess what? They die from the coronavirus. So the numbers are going to soar. I bet if I look back to New York right now, to 3 months ago, how many incidents there were with cardiac arrest, strokes, and many other ailments, the numbers were probably normal. I bet if I look back a month ago, a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I bet the numbers are 0. But the numbers of coronaviruses have soared through the roof. We're now deep purple state. That's right. New York State is the deep purple state. We are number 1. Thank you. Not only for taxes, not only are we the highest in taxes in the entire country, that's Westchester County, we're number 1 now with the virus victims. Number 1. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. It's wonderful to be a New Yorker, isn't it? Anyway, I'm reporting to you from Westchester County, and everything is fine here. We're not dying. They're not body bags on the side of the road. The hospitals aren't overrun with people. The only thing that's happening, the people that are working are the people putting up telephone poles and landscapers. Those are the only people that are working. And, all right, the people in the supermarkets, thank God for them. And you should thank them, because if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't have any toilet paper right now. All right? So thank them when the next time you go to the supermarket. Anyway, I just wanted to say hi to everybody. I hope everybody's all right. I hope you're not buying into this and walking around with face masks. You know, I'm seeing these aggressive drivers on the road. You know, the tough boys, they like to go at 95 miles per hour and cut you off and tailgate you. But when I see them pass by, they're wearing face masks and gloves, which is just so ironic. You know, they're so tough, and they think they're the boss, and they're running around with face masks and gloves. Oh God! You know, this is the new fashion statement of 2020. You know, forget about shirts and pants and suits. The new fashion statement are gloves and a face mask. That's it. Maybe Ralph Lauren should go in there and get that little thing up there. Great advertisement for him. I'm telling you, that is good advertisement. I thank you for subbing. I thank you for viewing my videos and let me be a part of your